Rafael Devers signed a 11-year, $331 million contract extension with the Boston Red Sox. It was a deal that, quite frankly, needed to be made, and it certainly makes me happy. I know that there are quite a few people that are already questioning whether that contract is worth it, and I will tell you this, I think that it's much more worth it than any of the other big contracts that we saw handed out this offseason. More worth it than Judge, more worth it than Turner, more worth it than Bogarts, all these guys. And the reason being, and it's quite obvious, is all those guys are 30 years old. You know, they're 10-year or 9-year, 10-year, 11-year, whatever it is, contracts. You're going to be paying those guys until they're in their 40s. Now, you're going to be paying Rafael Devers until he's, almost 40 as well. But 37 years old, stopping being paid at 37 is a lot more digestible to me than stopping being paid when you're 41, especially as a position player. Position players just don't last that long most of the time. There's obviously unicorns like Yadier Molina, Albert Pujols, guys like that. But for the most part, position players just aren't going to last that long. So you're going to give out a 10-year contract or 11-year contract? Great. That's awesome. Do that, but try and make sure that the person you're giving that to is not going to be in their 40s when they're done. And Rafael Devers is only 26 years old. So you're locking this guy up for the rest of his prime and then a few probably lackluster seasons. I'm okay with that. It's something that the Red Sox 100% needed to do. They could not, by any stretch of the imagination, let Rafael Devers walk after letting Xander Bogaerts walk, JD Martinez, trading Mookie Betts, all of these players leaving, and then you just let Rafael Devers walk. That could not happen, and the Red Sox made sure that it did not happen. And I honestly had some hope a couple days ago because it came out that Rafael Devers had signed a 1-year, $17.5 million contract to avoid arbitration, which to me meant, hey, look, the Red Sox and Rafael Devers are going back and forth. Maybe there's going to be some compromise. I didn't expect it to be the next day, but hey, I'll take it, right? I mean, that's certainly a great thing for the Red Sox. I think it's a great thing for Devers, and I honestly am, I'm a little surprised that he didn't wait till free agency because, again, the Red Sox are not going to be very good this year. So I wouldn't have been surprised if he had wanted to leave. But obviously, he wants to stay in Boston for the remainder of his career. So, I'm very grateful for that. And I'm sure Rafael Devers is thrilled. He's getting $30+ million a year. So, you know what? Good for him. That's great. I'm super, super thrilled for Rafael Devers. I'm super thrilled for the Red Sox. I'm super thrilled for, I don't know why I'm having such trouble saying super thrilled today. Super thrilled for all the Red Sox fans out there, all of Red Sox Nation, because I know we all desperately wanted that to happen, and we desperately needed it to happen, because quite frankly, we wouldn't have really had much of any kind of hope. We're barely hanging on to hope as is, but obviously, right now, I don't have a lot of hope for the Red Sox season this year or in the next few seasons without some kind of drastic changes going on. So keeping Rafael Devers is a glimmering light of hope at the end of the tunnel. So great for Shane Bloom and Rafael Devers, and of course the rest of the Red Sox Nation for pulling off that move. I think it's great. If I had to give it a grade, I'd give it an A. I'd really give it an A because it needed to happen. It was the best move for the Red Sox. Rafael got a good amount of money, but he's still getting paid less than a lot of other players out there. So, you know what? I think it was a great move. I think that it was pretty much almost as perfect as it gets. The only question that I have is, he's had some back injuries over his young career, and that usually doesn't bode well going into your 30s. When you've already had back issues, your back's something that usually doesn't get better as you age. It gets worse, as I am finding out as I get older as well. So, maybe injuries will come back to bite him eventually, but he's gotten better for the most part every season. Last year at the second half, once he came back from injury, he struggled quite a bit, but before that, he was right there in the MVP conversation for the first half of the season before he got injured. So, you know what? I think that he could improve. I think that he's going to continue to improve on defense as he did last year. He was vastly better on defense last year than he had been in the past. So hopefully that continues. I think that it's a virtually perfect move for the Red Sox. So I give it an A. Why not?
Hey guys, me again. Thank you so much for watching one of my clips from the Lopes Goes Last podcast. These clips are so much fun to do. I absolutely love making them and I absolutely love doing them. And this podcast is my baby. So I really want this thing to grow and I really want it to succeed. So if you did like what you see, please subscribe. Also hit that bell notification so you never miss any one of my episodes or one of my clips like this one. And please do also like and share these videos with your friends and your family so that we can make this thing grow as fast as possible. And I wanted to thank you again so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day.